what's happening YouTube. So I've just bought the cheapest Mark 6 GTI in the country. It's got the Monza alloys on there, and it's got the LED headlights on the the LED tail lights. It's got the LED front lights on there with the xenon. Not a fan of those fog lights, to be honest with you. Few curb marks on the alloys, but nothing major. It's got a little rip on the interior. I can show you now. You'd have to mind my stuff on the passenger seat. Like, it's got that on there. Other than that, really good nick it's in. Manual, original GTI mats in there. 105k on the clock, I think it is. Just gone 105k. Really good car, to be honest with you. I mean, it is a good clean car. So, you know, I do like the GTI tartan interior as well. It's a nice touch. It needs a little bit there. I've had a quote for 80 quid to have that sorted, but other than that, it is a really nice car. I mean, let's give you another angle of it there. So I mean, it's got a light tint on the windows. It's really low as well. I don't know if you can see that from here, but it is running some really low suspension on there. I'm yet to check if they're shocks or springs. These 2-litre turbos are known to be pretty strong. They've obviously got their few issues with them, nothing major, but I mean, for 105,000 miles, the car is running really well. What I'll do is now I'll take you on a little POV drive of the car. Put that down. Could do with a bit of paint on the rear calipers, if I'm honest. Age related, obviously. It's got a little bubble there of rust as well. See the bubble there? It's all age related. That I think somebody's tried to have a touch up on it, but you know, you're not going to get a perfect car when it's the cheapest one in the country, but it does drive really well. Let's go out in a drive in it, and let's take it from there. I think we need some petrol first, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. Right, so we're at POV drive in the Mark 6 GTI, cheapest Mark 6 GTI in the UK currently, which I've just bought. The car's not without its problems, to be honest with you, but it drives really well from what I've seen, and I'm going to show you that now as well. It does have a few age-related marks on the bodywork. It's got a little tear on the seat, age-related wear on the bolster, but it drives really well. Pulls strong in first. In all gears, it pulls really strong, to be honest with you. Drives really well. Doesn't miss a beat. No clutch slip, no flywheel judder, nothing like that. Really strong engine and gearbox. It's recently had a lot of money spent on it in maintenance, so it's had about £2,000 spent in the past 3 months, so I think that's really benefited the drive of the car. You know, it doesn't need any wheel alignment doing, doesn't need anything doing at the moment. I'm hoping it stays that way for obvious reasons, but yeah, I really wanted to keep the options open with this car. I've got out of a Mark 6 GT TDI recently, which I've been using as a daily, and it really does serve well as a daily. But I'm probably going to keep it as that. So yeah, it pulls very well. I need to put some fuel in, but just give you a little. It does pull very well there. So yeah, I mean, for a used car buy at the moment, the Mark 6 GTI is a really good used car buy. I mean, this particular car is 11 years old now, and it just drives so well. There's not much difference in, you know, a lot of people say the Mark 5 and 6, we know they do share a similar platform, but there's not much difference in the Mark 7s in a manual. You know, I know they come with a slightly different engine and all that, but they're not all that different. And for the money I paid for this, you know, you just cannot go wrong at that price point. You know, I'm not gonna disclose what I paid for it at the moment, but I will do in the next video, and I'll also go around the whole car, show you exactly what's wrong with the car after 11 years, and me recently buying it, what's been done to the car, as in maintenance wise, and what you can expect with buying one of these kind of cars. The Mark 6, I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the Mark 6 GTI, to be honest with you, and when it came up at, I would say fairly cheap, but the cheapest in the country, I had to have it. I mean, I do expect to probably spend a little bit of money on this car, but you know, the parts are readily available. Nothing's really expensive for this car, general maintenance and stuff. I want to keep the options open for this. I've been searching, I've only had the car a few days, but I've already been looking at turbo replacement, sort of KO4 kits with the injectors and all that. You can apparently run about 350 horsepower with a KO4 kit in these, so I'm going to keep the options open. I don't know whether I'm going to keep it as a daily beta, whether I'm going to tune it, whether I'm going to sell it off for a profit. There isn't anything that you can get at this money that even comes anywhere near close, doesn't come anywhere near as good value for money as this car. The car market is really strange at the moment, because cars seem to be holding value over the past 8 months. The prices seem to have rocketed up on certain cars, and they seem to be holding the money. So as a used car buy, I mean, you can't go wrong with something like this, especially at this price point. I did actually check the market before I went out and bought this, and this was the cheapest by far. Cosmetically, it's not in the best of nick, to be honest with you. There is a few bits that could do with sort of a bit of attention, but mechanically this car is absolutely A1. One thing I might do is change the springs, because it does ride a little bit low. It's not uncomfortable, it doesn't really bother me too much. It's just that when I corner hard, it rubs, and I don't like that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't be doing that, so I'm going to put that right. But other than that, car drives absolutely A1. It pulls like a train, literally. So I want to try and keep the options open, see where I go with it, and sort of take it from there. But I'm going to end this video here. In my next video, I'm going to go over all the things that need doing in terms of the wear and tear, items that sort of need replacing, and the sort of wear and tear it's taken on the body, age related marks and all that, because it does have a few age related marks around the car. It's not a totally mint Mark 6 GTI, but for what I paid for it, you won't get them any cheaper than that. So I think I've done really well there. But I'm going to wrap this video up there, and I hope everybody's good. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to do more of these sort of videos, whether I'm buying them, selling them, fixing them, repairing them, breaking them, whatever it may be. So I'm just going to start doing more sort of vlogs like this, more sort of POV videos of what I'm up to on a daily, whether I'm repairing a car, whether I've just broke a car, or whatever I'm doing. I'm just going to start documenting a bit more. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click that bell notification as well if you're already subscribed.
Yeah.